Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are still working on winning this war, but there's also a war kicking off in Asia, which we might very well be able to use to get our Korean protectorate. We'll see. We'll see about it. It's a potential option for sure. Progress seems like it's going just fine in Russia. Huh. Unify with Hanover. What does that mean? They're losing war support at a rapid rate, so they're definitely going to bail out of the war soon. Okay. Oh my goodness. A liberal revolt in Austria. It's multiple front wars all the way down. So, Korea. Oh, beautiful. So, we're going to grab 9th Russian Army. And put them over here. Ooh, we unlocked something called Hyperpeace. That's cool. We also completed Secure a Korean Protectorate, which puts us way ahead in the Great Game. And we do have passive gain at this point. So that's fun. So we'll be able to do a naval invasion of Formosa to support the Koreans pretty soon. They are defiant, but we can improve relations with them to improve things. Let me see. It's going up mostly because of clout and bad relations. Let's give them knowledge sharing right away. And I don't think we need to entangle them economically. I think we can mostly get where we need to go with that without having a problem. Still improving relations with Bengal and the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. Austria, you old so-and-so. Duras. It's down there. Istria is here. No, Istria is here. Dalmatia is here. Austrian Montenegro is here. I would love a state. I would love another direction from which to antagonize the Ottoman Empire. For Dalmatia, I will assist you. Beautiful. Alright, so let's put a few of our armies, move a few of our armies from the Prussian front over the Austrian front. And we'll be more than able to win this war. This war with Prussia is basically over, unless some weird chicanery happens, so I'm feeling pretty confident. Belgium has decided to bail out of the thing. Things are going to get dicey with Austria initially, but I am not fearing anything with respect to this situation. This is going to finish before we get started with that other thing, so I'm feeling actually extremely confident. And I don't think Japan's going to intervene over here. I'd love to get Japan as a protectorate, but obviously that's non-viable. You know what? Let's put a small force over here on the Dalmatian front. How long is it going to take them to get there? Not sure, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, so the war with Prussia is going to end really soon, and then we'll just put the rest of those armies over here on this front. 34 days. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so now France has Rhine and North Rhine, and Prussia has not gotten a lot of things. Let's improve relations. No offense, Prussia. It's not you. I just don't want there to be a Germany. That's all. Alright, so now we're primarily at war with Great Britain. Does Great Britain have any goals here? No, France has goals in Great Britain. But that's not my business. That's not a me problem. They seem to have gotten some chunks of territory here. But that's okay. That's probably my neglect. But that's alright. We are worrying about Austria right now. Austria is the real situation. And of course, the business in Korea is about to kick off. So, let's get this going again. So once this finishes, we'll naval invade Formosa. Beautiful. And once again, the army that I've got over here is the 9th Russian Army. Too many capital ships. Well, fine. It's fine. It's just fine. 9th Russian Army, it's going to be there in 8 days. We're going to have low invasion efficiency, but I don't think they've got a sufficiency of forces there to actually do anything about it, so I feel like we're in good stead here. Once again, the goal is only to conquer Formosa and humiliate China. I'm extremely confident in our ability to do this. Hey, these guys are about to get to this front. I don't know what the size of the enemy force here is, but I also suspect... Oh, they're not quite going to get there in time. They're going to get there kind of in time. Hey, there it goes. Beautiful. Alright, and the Baltic fleet was defeated again. Yeah, I definitely need to mix up my naval methods. I have to say, despite my overall... What's my participation in this war? What's my war support in this war? My war support... This war... Oh my gosh, Scandinavia is on our side. That's very funny. 57, I'm losing 1 per week. Cool. Not worried about that. Alright. And we've achieved our objectives over here. So now we'll grab the 9th Russian fleet and invade Beijing. I recognize that I have two flotillas. I have too few flotillas. But that's alright. Hanover has bailed out of the war. Transdanubia is probably the capital again. Yes, it is. We will go ahead and designate that as our strategic objective. With force comparisons really, really rock solid, I think I can move another army to the southern front here, and we'll continue to kind of sneak in the back. Actually, we'll put them in Istria. One of these days, my power block, my market will have more stuff in it. Oh, you know what? None of these countries count because they're only in the power block. They're not in the market. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Tuva's Liberty Desire is going down there. That's lovely. How's the invasion of China going? Oh, it's going great. Beautiful. That's just beautiful. Relations with Korea are improving, which is very good. Relations with Heavenly Kingdom are almost normalized. Relations with Kalat and Makran are almost normalized. Kalat is taking longer than I think I thought it would, but that's alright. And we are reputable as heck. Let's go and grab the state of Fergana from Persia. Just to go ahead and put that in the hands of Afghanistan. And we will... Beautiful. That's that ended. Trade agreement with United Principalities, absolutely. Ooh, and there's a Cheng peasant revolt. That's nice. Maybe we can get another protectorate down here for participating in the situation. 50% progress with this naval invasion. Feeling pretty rock solid about that. Does the enemy have war support protection? They do not. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about my ability to win this. Spain sides with Cheng. Russia's damaging relations. Well, they can't all be winners. You see, what are you getting out of this? Freaking nothing? Cool. What if I get myself a subject? So, let's grab a small army from over here. I can't half-ass this war too much, though. So we'll grab the 5th Corps. Oh, perfect. No, we won't need to, because we can put the 9th Russian Army there. And we can put the Pacific Fleet over here. So this will be nice. So with Korea, Burma sides with Cheng. Again, Burma? Let's be better friends. I want you to stop siding against me when it... Beautiful. So that's a successful war, and now the Empire of Korea is part of our power block. Things are going rock solid, actually, over here in Austria. I think we're going to win this war pretty handily. Teach them to try liberalism. Cheng peasant revolt wants their own market. I accept. For now. See if they get their own market when later on. By the way, Russian market, bananas. Look at this thing. I use the word bananas, but frankly, the only thing we don't have is bananas. I should import some fruit from Brazil. Let me see. I don't know if bananas grow in Brazil, but the only fruit plantations are banana plantations. The only other buildings that produce fruit directly are like apple and citrus orchards from the production methods from the regular farms, and then there's like, yeah, those are the only ones, and then the only type of plantation that produces fruit is the banana plantation, which is wild. All right, we've cut them properly in half now. We've got the capital. I'm feeling pretty rock solid about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one of our medium-sized armies, the 8th Russian Army, and I'm gonna bring them over to China to fight in a war over there. And we'll prepare for a naval invasion of Spain, I guess. Spain does not have much of an army, so I'm feeling pretty confident in our ability to get there. We'll use the Baltic Fleet. Baltic Fleet's a little bit low on manpower, to be honest, but I think it'll be fine. I think we've got a sufficiency of force for this task. The fleet itself has a very high flotilla count, so it should be able to provide adequate naval support for one of our larger armies. 10th Russian Army, you can go somewhere else. Yeah, I think we'll take the 2nd Corps there. Goldfields depleted in Altai. We can't just let them leave. So that means we should be getting a little bit more gold mine capacity. My favorite thing to have a lot of. Oh, you know what? Let me actually use the janky interface. Again, this is not your computer goofing up. This is my computer goofing up. Here we go. 3 levels in Altai, 5 in Kolyma, 3 in Yakutsk. France, I don't know why you're not building gold mines. You've got gold capacity. I don't know why you're not building it up. Ooh, excellent. We're actually already working on that stuff in Shanxi, which is really nice. So we will go ahead and throw all these gold mines into the top of the queue, and then we'll get the improvements in Shanxi queued up first, and the ones in Balochistan going. Alright. And war with Spain is about to kick off. Everyone's declaring neutrality on that thing, which is just fine with me. New arms. Alright, so Baltic Fleet. I'm gonna have you invade Valencia with the they're in a fight. Well, I'll wait for them to not be in a fight. How about that? Beautiful. Beautiful. How about now? Still in a fight? Yep, they still are. They were in both of these fights. You know what? Maybe we'll invade the third corps. And force comparison here is not as rock solid as I was hoping it would be, but we've got another army on the way, so that should be more than sufficient force to do what we need to do. Excellent. I'm also going to grab the 4th Corps and do an invasion. Beautiful. In Catalonia. And between those two invasions, I should be able to get Spain out of this war within a reasonable time frame. And once this war finishes out, I can finally not be at war again, because the financial cost has been substantial. I got a bunch of consumption taxes in there, but I could be consumption taxing more stuff. I could consumption tax grain, which would be absolutely ridiculous. Totally dysfunctional policy. Let's do it. Kablamzo. Nobody gets to eat. Nobody. You know what? Why don't you return to your home HQs for now? Everything going okay with you, soundtrack? There we go. We got, oh man, communists rising in Württemberg. I think this might be the first communist revolt of the run, friends. Actually, we've got a front developed in Spain right now, so I'm going to send a few more battalions there and seeing if we can't get Spain out of Spain. Gold depleted in Amur once again. I'm going to say we can't just let them leave, as I have been doing. And that gives us some additional gold mine capacity, I would wager. Yeah, 2 levels. That's not that much, but it's still good. Once again, we'll put all this other stuff up above. Developing our allies in the east is probably more important than a couple of gold mines, at least in the medium term. Our finances are doing really rock solid right now, so I'm actually not concerned. Cheng Peasant Revolt is having a real dickens of a time with its situation, but its finances, but we should be good to go. How's things going in Shanxi? relations are really good. Their liberty desire is finally going down. Their landowners are in an anti-Russian bloc, so it's pretty difficult. I think I might need to just reduce their autonomy the old-fashioned way. Heavenly Kingdom is pretty good, so I think it's about time I could turn them into a dominion. Everything's going great in Spain. I am 25% landed over here in the northern front and working on becoming more so. Mascara's improving relations. So I think next up in the process, we're going to grab Dobruja and break off Bulgaria, and then Bulgaria will be... We'll try to bring Bulgaria into the power block, and that'll be what we'll do to make things happen. Alright, and Cheng Peasant Revolt is finally... it cannot capitulate whilst its suzerain is continuing to be a presence in the war, but with that having been said, its suzerain is not going to be a presence in the war for long. They do have more armies coming, so we'll bring more armies in as well. So, what's Spain's war support? It's at 53. They're losing 6 per week. And they're almost fully occupied by me at this point. So I think we are very much in a direct line to complete their capitulation. Yeah. So they got a protectorate from Cheng, but fortunately I got Cheng, so that should be fine. Unless, of course, it is Burma. No, it is not. Ooh, we're a little short on convoys. I guess they have been doing a lot of convoy raiding with against us, which has been a little bit brutal for our economy, but it is what it is. All right. So now that we're properly entangled economically in Shanxi, is there going down? It's going down a little bit. It's going down a little bit. Heavenly Kingdom is way down, which is very good. Kalat is going down now very solidly, and Burma has bailed out of this war, which is lovely. Now, what about Korea? We are still improving relations and sharing knowledge with Korea. What assets can they provide to our market? Oh man, I really need to increase the size of my textile industry. Let's use sewing machines. Hey, Spain's out. Wonderful. So, what does sewing machines do? Doesn't increase it that much, which is shocking. Do we have a new fertilizer production method? We don't. So, let's queue in, and again, this is... Every time I go to this screen, this happens. It's really frightening, but it's not actually... It's all storm and fury signifying nothing. We're going to put 5 levels of textile mills in Moscow and Tula. We'll put 10 in Kharkiv, 5 in Kyiv, and 5 in Minsk. And that's going to be basically, it's going to be more than doubling our total output, but it's going to be worth it. And I think we can actually throw that in above these gold mines. I think that's going to be the sensible way to do things here right now. Because I've just got to get enough clothes to... I've got to clothe all of China. I mean, I don't have to, but it would be good for my economy if I did. So that's the plan. And we'll throw the ones that are partially completed in at the top, as always. And now it's a time of relative peace, but not that much peace. I've got a truce with Prussia, so it's time to grab the rest of Finland back from Scandinavia. That's going to be 32.5 infamy. Let's do it! Industrial barriers. Factories in Warsaw have been reported to be placing Ashkenazi people into roles with incredibly poor working conditions, owing to their status as second-class citizens in Russia. I know. Us businessmen have a reputation for only caring about the bottom line, and that may be true for some, but the way I see it, any venture must be built on a strong foundation of values. The Ashkenazi don't understand those values. How could they? They're our values. I'm going to say, so I can get this unequal treatment cannot stand, which weakens and angers the Orthodox Church. Or I can say they're lucky to be given any job at all and choose their standard of living. I'm going to go with the second one. We're doing hegemonism out here. Scandinavia has virtually no army to speak of, so I'm going to mobilize a few of my larger armies, but not that many. Can I throw anything else in here? I'm going to throw a humiliate CV in there. Teach them to steal territory from me. Alright, let's get that going here. So we're going to see if Prussia kicks decides to join this thing. I don't think they will. But they could potentially. Hey, military statistics. I could bring Austria in there, but I don't think they will. Belgium is very likely to side with Scandinavia, and that's just fine with me if they do. But for now, I think we're gonna stay out of it. They have an... Oh, they don't have an alliance with Prussia anymore. Interesting. I just got military statistics completed. I've got a bunch of options in social right now. But let's take a look at military. I would really, really like... You know what? We're going to go with the monitor. And... gantry cranes. I'm going to do naval stuff. I need better navies. We're number 2 in power projection and we're going up. And actually, I forgot to do the thing that I had planned to do with the power projection that I was doing, which is to declare some new interests. We're going to declare interests all over Africa. Belgium sides with Scandinavia, not too concerned about that, to be completely honest. Things are looking really, really solid. This is going to be a slightly longer episode, but I still think I'm basically just going to go with the middle of the year as the ending point. What else could I add? I could liberate Norway. Like an absolute fool. I could liberate Wallonia if I really wanted to go after Belgium about this, but I certainly don't desire that. Could turn Belgium into a protectorate. That would be absolutely bananas. Could take a treaty port. That would be extremely, extremely rude. Or I could revoke claims. Yeah. How many maneuvers have I got here? I've got 90 maneuvers. Yeah. I'm going to throw in revoke claims on all of Finland. I may have locked myself out of bringing Austria into this, but I still feel pretty confident in my ability to fight Prussia at this point. I've got a really, really solid military. Again, I've kind of irrationally increased my You know what? Forced comparison in the north is not as good as I would like it. I'm going to bring one more army in there. I've kind of irrationally increased my infamy, but that's okay. I'll be able to do what I want to do. So once that's done, I'm still incredibly inclined to give these territories back to Finland, just because they're Finnish territories. They're full of Finnish people. Is this army just wandering its way there? Are you going to stop at some point? No, okay, there you go. They were in the middle of their animation. But that said, I actually am not going to go to the middle of the year because we're already at the end of the episode. So that's going to be all there is for today. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. And I will see you on the other side.